And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
What does the life of JD Vance really look like today? Not just politics, but power, money, lifestyle, and decisions made during global tension. Because right now, during a time of war fears and rising global pressure, JD Vance is not just a politician. He's a man sitting close to decisions that can shape entire regions. But here's the twist. His lifestyle doesn't look like what you expect. JD Vance was born in Middletown, Ohio, 1984, and raised in a town shaped by industrial decline. His early life was marked by family instability, his father's absence, and his mother's struggles with addiction. According to the White House biography, the people who gave him structure were his grandparents, especially his grandmother Mamaw. That rough beginning became a major part of the identity he would later build in public life. After high school, he joined the United States Marine Corps and served for 4 years, including a tour in Iraq. That chapter gave his story a harder edge: discipline, military structure, and a deeper connection to national service. Later, using the GI Bill, he attended Ohio State University and then earned a place at Yale Law School. For many people, that kind of jump would already be the whole success story. For JD Vance, it was only the beginning. Then came the move that changed everything: Hillbilly Elegy. Published in 2016, the memoir turned JD Vance from a smart former Marine and Yale graduate into a nationally recognized political and cultural figure. The book put his life story in front of millions and made him a symbol in debates about forgotten American communities, working-class decline, and cultural frustration in the Rust Belt. After law and investing, politics became the next step. He won a U.S. Senate seat from Ohio in 2022, and in July 2024, Donald Trump selected him as his running mate. That was a dramatic rise, especially because Vance had once publicly criticized Trump before later becoming one of his strongest allies. Now let's talk about the part people really want to know. What is JD Vance's lifestyle like today? Present day, JD Vance lives in a world split between two identities. One is the public figure, vice president, global messenger, major political operator. The other is the image he still tries to keep alive: the Midwestern family man rooted in Ohio values. The White House biography says he and Usha Vance met at Yale Law School, now live in Cincinnati, Ohio, and have 3 children. Usha Vance is officially listed by the White House as Second Lady and the mother of Ewan, Vivek, and Mirabel. So even as his national role grows, the family-centered image remains central to how he is presented publicly. And that is what makes his current lifestyle so interesting. He is no longer just a politician giving speeches in Ohio. He is now moving through international diplomacy, high-security travel, and conflict-era decision-making. This is where the during war angle becomes important. In April 2026, Reuters reported that Vance was leading a U.S. negotiating team to Pakistan for talks connected to Iran, while the wider region was dealing with ceasefire tensions and the risk of renewed escalation. Reuters also reported that he warned Iran not to play us as he left for the talks. That puts Vance in a very different lifestyle category from the one people usually imagine when they think about memoir authors or first-term senators. He is now part of crisis politics, where private routine can be interrupted by military developments, diplomatic pressure, and global headlines at any moment. So what does luxury mean for someone like JD Vance today? It may not always look like flashy celebrity wealth. It looks more like power access: private meetings, state aircraft, security protection, official residences, diplomatic travel, and influence in decisions that can affect entire regions. That is the real present-day transformation. His lifestyle is no longer defined only by money or property. It is defined by proximity to power. And yet politically, he still leans hard on the image of someone shaped by struggle, loyalty, service, and the American heartland. That tension is what makes him such a compelling figure to watch. There is also a faith dimension to his image. Reuters has reported that Vance converted to Catholicism in 2019. So when people ask, what is JD Vance doing even today? The answer is this. Today, JD Vance is living the kind of life that combines family branding, political authority, international diplomacy, and wartime pressure. On one side, he remains tied to the personal story that made him famous. On the other, he is actively operating on the world stage in one of the most volatile periods of his career. A reminder that his lifestyle is no longer just about home, books, and speeches. It is now about real-time power. Now let's talk about what most people don't see. JD Vance didn't build wealth through politics alone. He entered venture capital, one of the most powerful money-making industries in the world. Worked with billionaire investor Peter Thiel. Co-founded Naria Capital, investment firm in Ohio. Invested in tech, biotech, agriculture, and startup. This is where real money started flowing. Estimated net worth, around $5 million to $10 million plus. Not billionaire level, but elite political class wealth. Car collection. Now here's where JD Vance is different. He doesn't flex luxury cars like celebrities. Instead, his choices reflect his personality. Chevrolet Suburban. Official, secure, practical. Used for political travel. Ford F-150. Platinum. Midwestern roots, family use, grounded lifestyle. No Lamborghinis, no Rolls-Royce. His image equals power plus simplicity. Real estate and luxury living. Luxury, in JD Vance's life, is not loud. It's strategic. Ohio home, Cincinnati area. Large family house. Peaceful, private environment. Focus on family life. Washington, D.C. property. Close to power center. Practical for political duties. Official residence. #1 observatory circle. 33-room mansion. 72 acres. Fully secured. Government provided. This is real political luxury, not Instagram luxury. During war, power lifestyle. Now comes the most important part. Present day, 2026. JD Vance is actively involved in international diplomacy during global tension. Travel via Air Force Two. High-level meetings with global leaders. Security, intelligence briefings. Crisis decision-making. This is a completely different level of lifestyle. Not just wealth, access to power. Final transformation. From broken home, small-town struggle, to vice president, global decision-maker, multi-millionaire investor, and now, a man operating during war-level global tension.